3, 2, 1.
And welcome back to Not Runs 2023, running in support of RIP Medical Debt. RIP Medical Debt is a charity that helps tie up medical debt to alleviate a key stress on the lives of impoverished and otherwise people. An enormous stressor for a variety of reasons. And thank you so much for tuning in. This run is a run made by a team out of Chihuahua, Mexico, about the indigenous culture of the Tarahumara people. The name is Mulaka, and we have the excellent EmeraldAly ready to show us through it. Allie, let's get to it.
Okay, yeah. Time to select. You'll notice profile 2, there's a reason for that. We'll get to it. 3, 2, 1, go. Mulaka, made by Mexican developers Lienzo. It is all about the indigenous people of northern Mexico. The Tar, who you may have heard of them in passing, are the people known for running exceptional distances, even multi-marathons at a time, without the use of modern equipment. First game right there, we just enter the Ring of Stones Force fight and pull up the map and warp to the ready image. And we're off and running. It's a very inviting game for speedrunners because there's no bar. The character can just run forever. That's one of the achievements, to run, maintain the sprint speed without stopping. See, that would have had to stop for 60 seconds. Yeah. Up the hill you see this door with the 3 hollows carved out into it. What you're supposed to do is find stones in the area that fit into those hollows. We're not going to do that. We're just going to go around in 2 tries. In 3 tries. Okay, I need to run a little bit further up the hill. A little bit steeper approach. This is not usually that hard of a skip, but I run for PBs. If I do fail it certainly this many times, it would be a reset. Okay, what's going on here? I'm not sure what.
This.
Psych, your sister just you ran away. Something's not right here. Okay. The first 7 attacks, they don't count. Alright, so I can relax for the rest because this is already a terrible run. We're off to our first boss.
You know, and all the rest of the RNG, everything else is going to be absolutely perfect.
That's how it goes, right?
I have confidence. Got it all out of the way.
The armored squad. I'm not ashamed to say in my first playthrough, I kind of ran around a little bit saying, what do? You got a boss with a big armored on his back, and the boss are indestructible pillars. He'll lead him into the pillars. There is also an NPC in the desert town we ran through who would tell you. There's 2 concentric rings of pillars. So you want to lead him to the ones that are closer. And on the 4th one, the will dissipate. Try to take out 2 leg per cycle. I am really playing well right now. You can also aim your spear at the leg sheets as he's eating, since he's not really in any hurry. As long as I get 5, I should be good to... this is fine, basically. Go to the next nearest pillar. Get the shell off his back. And we'll fire off our special ability. And I might have to do a few hits after since I missed a few hits earlier. Yep. Since we didn't pause over the course of the level, we can just bring up the map and warp to the next one. For whatever reason, if you do in the middle of a level, you have to wait death anime, the demigod cutscene, which is skippable anyway, but of course it's faster not in the first place. Now we're off to the great city of Takime. Little skip there, that tree has collisions. Now we're going to try to do what I fancy pathing to get to the next little, not exactly hidden area, but the area you're supposed to progress level. That was perfect. Here you get the Chia plant, which unlocks the bomb potion. There are many ways in which this modern Zelda game, achievements / trophies in this level actually references Zelda directly. And just like a good modern Zelda game, explosive management is crucial. Not even management, explosives themselves. And this is unfortunately atypical for this. I should be able to clip through the wall here, but it's very finicky. There we go. Yeah, I get try in my PB, so it makes it kind of a pain to run against. I found that one totally better another marathon, and I forgot the button to pick the plant, and I instead did the spin dash that took me through the wall, which was kind of a nice accident. Another stone gate here. We're going to just through this little gap. Now another glitch I found, bomb duping. Pull up the particle, press A, you don't use any of the other three for me. Potions being the HUD element in the lower left of the screen. And then you throw the bomb. It consumes the potion you don't have, throwing the bomb, meaning I can throw one bomb forever. The way of the It's because the first time you take a full soul of damage, with free healing, it's almost impossible to lose a soul against the first boss, or in the first level. So, I have it happen. Very difficult to die, although not impossible to die in this fight as well. Store it up, use it as a boss, and yes. I'm still too worried. Yeah, there we go. That's not how I figured that fight. Probably only use these against the final boss. There's the demigods. We're off to the next level. As I was going to mention that this game pays tribute to the Tarahumara and is as authentic life and experience of the people in northern Mexico as the developers were able to make it. Ooh, I don't want to fall in the water. The hero cannot. The story, the character names, even the very level geometry reflects the culture and experience of the people of northern Mexico. Another pretty finicky skip coming up here. One thing I love about this game in a speedrun context is basically all of the skips, there we go, well, they're not exactly intended gameplay. A lot of the time in speedruns, and especially speedrun marathons, you'll hear say, needing to get the palace key, and that saves 20 minutes, and okay, but we kind of have to just word for it. And certainly Mulaka isn't alone in this regard, but you can look at the skips in this game to know that when something a little here. We are completely out of bounds.
Gives me a little like a 3D platformer along the lines of like a Jackson Daxter or Ratchet and Clank, where when you are out of bounds, it's
there are visual Easter eggs in out of bounds areas. There's one that's kind of on the way. We'll be able to one up all that's not up on the way, so we had to run past it. But it's developers intended for people to come up here exactly, but I think it's clear they knew it was a possibility.
Say that the engine does render the Rufus, so take the
All of the out of bounds aim, but the pretty do. I would the 90% of them do. Oop. Make up for that weakness. Any attack he does land full soul of damage. Only great is he cannot attack while you are transformed into squirm. We do bomb dupes against the mouths on the bosses here. Try to get 3 at once. 2 is certainly better than 1. You only have spear. Through the bottom of this arena and strike that with your. You don't appear down there tossing the bombs. The game will spawn me down there. No clearly apparent reason. You have to climb back up all over again. This is bad. That I locked onto something I very much did not want to lock onto there. It's a little hard to explain, especially. It's not.
Yeah, but I saw it pulled your aiming reticule down through the floor, which is obviously not good.
Yeah, well, that was actually me trying not to lock onto the pad thing on this boss's body that would also spawn me on the ground floor and have to climb back up again.
Oh, dear.
That's not going badly. I would like to see. 4 and 2 is what I look for there. Off to the next level. Yeah, the story of this game seems like the most basic story there is. It's like, hero, you must end, free the land of the evil, and the many demigods will lend you their strength. You know, it's very basic. Another stone gate skip right there. But there's a little more to it that we'll find out at the end of the room. That's a very long and intricate level, and we just skipped all of it. This boss is an RNG clown show. I was gonna say there's no other way to put it. There certainly is other way to put it that I should not say on stream. He does 4 moves.
Yeah, no, it's
This is the one we wanted to do. He does stomp, jump, suck, and stomp, jump, and shake. Shake is the one we do not want to do. Shake simply wastes time. All there is to it. It wastes time, adds enemies to the battlefield. So, I always say don't shake it off like Pale Cliff. We stun him by shooting the fish skeleton. Bear than you would know if you progress through the game casually. The red lines on the side of the fish skeleton is being the jumpy boy right now. The red lines on the side of the skeleton indicate it can be interacted with the bear transformation. I'm doing a pretty good job of feeding it directly to him, so I don't even have to do this. For 5 seconds, so whenever I run this at an event that this game that takes donations, this is like a spot for just if you have any or any. This is a good, not much for me to talk about for another few minutes, except for getting eaten by frogs.
sure. Yeah, just how that would deal like going on. But yeah, you know, this is only of being met issues being a significant form of medical debt. Now, if anybody has ever experienced it, my thought on the whole thing is more expensive just generally, but especially in the United States than easy. You know, if you don't have a job that has comprehensive medical insurance, then you'll charge an NC room or hospital gives you care, and those bills just stick to you like glue because the system is designed to operate. You know, if you beginning of the marathon, you may have seen the informational video from RIP Medical Debt where they talked about those operating rooms, emergency rooms, sell that debt on to debt collectors who are basically running a for-profit business out of, you know, cut and having legal authority to chase people down and, you know, essentially harass them to the full extent the law allows to collect that money. So groups like RIP Medical Debt act through that system. They essentially act as the interest of buying up that debt and then helping it get forgiven to make the biggest change, the biggest impact on people whose lives could otherwise be basically torn apart by, as the video said, $500, $1,000 that not be enormous, make all the difference in the world. So if you will to give information, donate command in the chat or heading over to the Tiltify page. Every dollar can be used to give hundreds of dollars debt.
Alright, you may have noticed that was 6 seconds. Small frog. My in one of those cycles, so that was a pretty bad fight. They certainly come a lot worse. Most of my when I grind for PvPs and boss. Range of outcomes is varying, but they're pretty much all bad. We're off on our now. We're just gonna run straight to the mini boss of this level first. This is the first level of the mini boss. These are supposed to be forced fights, but you can just run around them. It's not even a trick.
Very good.
You just run around.
Yeah. So it's an optional forced fight. Got it.
And the scorpion just toss bomb after bomb in his face. That's all you gotta do. We used to, do a melee fight.
I hate it when my bomb at my face.
Throwing the spear in his eye.
Really just my least favorite thing.
And theoretically, a melee fight, if done perfectly, would be about a second faster. But you just
that was
just bomb, bomb.
Absolutely.
Bomb. Yeah. All right. So here comes bounty Easter egg. Kind of that individual down. That is developers.
Oh, neat.
That didn't really work there. Oh yeah, we have the Puma transformation now, which is supposed to climb between flowers on the sides of... Now we have these 3 horrifying enemy bosses. We will toss bombs in their... And they gather around all nice and tight, do the bear transformation. The bear transformation has the best hitbox of the animal transformations. The Puma does more damage, so if you're trying to hit multiple animals, you want to use the bear. If you're trying to hit just one, Puma is. Or you use Puma to hit here I got the blue one. There we go. Video. But we are off to the next level already. It's going okay for how I am with the game. I didn't get as much practice in as I probably should have or would have liked. But, memory of some maybe PS 2659. Holy shit. 27 was kind of my goal.
Sure.
Anyway.
Congratulations.
More than a minute. Record holder is Mexican runner named Pedro Rogas. He is unbelievable at this game. A lot of these skips that I have to like, he can do just in a straight line. It's really, really impressive.
Yeah, just sending it. Yeah, I'm impressed by that sort of.
Yeah, his world record is 25:13, so actually close to 2 minutes better than my time. Welcome to the one Ring of Stones fight we will actually do. We have these gentlemen and little frogs first. Do a heavy attack, either the bear transformation or a bomb to make these floaty gentlemen do their exploding. Like these little scorpions don't do any gather them around, and I guess the bear transformation does count as magic, but not really what I was thinking. Haha! Hey, don't know how that happened, but it worked. The frog swallowed me, except he didn't. Whoa. We have a finisher banked up. It is owned. Do we have an enemy field? The finisher is for one specific enemy. It is this jerk right here. This. Oh, I'm not close enough. I get to say I usually use the finisher against this guy because he is, you know. Okay, a lot worse. As that orb hit will paralyze the place. He like swoops down and does an attack at you, and the whole thing is incredibly simple. There's nothing you can do to break out of it without it. That was not well aimed.
Oh no.
That was not well aimed either. Fire Frog bombs two Pumas. Puma ordinarily one of each is the fastest, but I missed the first two tosses, so that was kind of slow. Statue area garden. And get ready. Kind of need to go focus on this one. Oh. Shoot. When you're on unstable ground, if you let your character do the Jimmy Legs dance for 12 seconds, this is not a.
It'll put you.
Yeah, it puts you back on your last stable ground.
Gotcha.
Also, there, this is how to go. Okay. Sadly, that is not the hardest skip in the game. The hardest skip in the game is still to come. I guess there's another one that's kind of on the way. There's Show de Fofo, another one of the yeah, if you're on stable ground for 12 seconds, which is why I did the bird morph in midair while on that little climb, and takes you back to your last stable ground. However, it's still to find stable ground where you're supposed to be, so you can soft-lock yourself doing that.
Oh no.
This boss has an AI limit. You stay by his back right leg, and don't take it. He will only attacks you want him to do. 3-hit heavy combo toss him in his face. Stay by this leg. There's other attacks he would simply waste time. Taking damage, see, that's what we want him to do. We want him to slam his vine fist down. Sea Snake transformation freezes the vines, the bear transformation knocks him over. That's how he becomes vulnerable. 3-hit combo against his head. Juke bomb. Kinda grateful right now. Estimate was fairly generous. Nothing's really gone catastrophically wrong, just... Yeah, there I took damage, so it's doing his time. Nothing catastrophic with a lot of little things. As long as that's in bounds, we should be good. The AI for, or AI loop, I guess I should say, for this one, should allow for a 3-cycle kill. If it goes to 4, that's when he's guaranteed to do, and it's going to 4. Why is it going to 4? I didn't do anything wrong. This is so weird. We'll do a 4th. He'll probably do his Yums like one biscuit attack. There's not much you can do against it. Try out of the way, but you'll probably get hit. Yeah, this is bad. Again, not catastrophically bad. It's not like I'm gonna die. I just need to do one more cycle. There it is.
Yeah, he had a chance to do his best Goron impression, or like you said, you just kept rolling.
Rolling with a T in front of it. Alright, here comes the hardest skip in the game. Sea Snake transformation can also climb up. Definitely need to go focus mode for this one. Okay, now.
Hey, very nice.
Yeah, I noticed I was doing the bird morph mid-air there. That was not so much about keeping myself from respawning somewhere. It was about maintaining mana, because obviously staying in morph drains your mana. But as you morph with the bird, you gain a slight increase. So couple that with falling forward slightly when you're in human form is the only way that makes it's kind of a feel thing.
You can sustain that trajectory long enough. Also, the image of the snake gently gliding up these inclines is really sending me. It's very goofy looking, and I'm extremely into it.
Yeah, people have said the same thing about the characters running animations sometimes.
Yeah, I see that.
I might be tired. There's a little bit of tech there to avoid the, ankles stuck in the ground, high fall stagnation that I tried, but not huge. So this boss has 12 glowing weak points. They will always glow in the same order. And it is actually yeah, if you aim your bomb, you can have it hit the one while it's active. It'll also count against the second, even though it's not active when you throw the bomb. This next one's back on the ground. His front leg. Hello. Thruster back on his back. This is the intended use.
Got it.
Yeah, it's a little Shadow of the Colossus-y here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, definitely.
As long as you don't fall off, as long as he doesn't buck you completely off his back, the fight's...
I mean, to be fair, that would also be very Shadow of the...
Yeah. A former runner of this game who is fond of using meme split names. Personally, I'm not. I think that if somebody comes to your stream, they should know exactly what they're looking at. But it's like meme split names, and he just called this one Shadow of the Mulaka. I thought so like too.
Yeah, okay.
This has gone a little slow, but not catastrophic. Whoa, where am I going? No clue where I am. Coming up final level. This is the underworld. Now this game is supposed to end with the bush that closely approximate the boss fights from the ordinary progression of the game. You may notice off in the distance there is a light that is lit up, 5 lights. That indicates that I've already cleared the boss range. And I on save file 1. Remember I said the reason the platform here? Pretty cool little skip. Of course I get that skip when I'm not on pace. I can never get that in PvP attempts. But yeah, those 5 lights there indicate that I cleared the boss fight on save file 1. The game thing is cleared on every save. Truth be told, I don't love this kind of skip. It feels like external manipulation, but it's always been in the game since I've been a runner, so it's in. This is the final boss. First couple cycles are pretty easy. You just go clockwise with the swipies. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That'll expose his heart. Do the Puma. Nothing you can do will do more damage than a Puma transfer. Not bombs. There is a mechanic in this called damage aiding. Several of the bosses have it. This is one where you can only do a certain amount of damage to a boss, no matter how much time.
Yeah, and then there's a phase or something like that.
What'd you say?
And then there's either like a phase change or it just stops accepting damage for a while. Those two usually.
Yeah, you could do like 6, 7 bombs against him, but it will only count as actually not even much damage. And I don't know if this was a deliberate choice, but considering, you know, the Tarahumara and their heritage as the people who run, it makes sense if it was. This is a paradise. As long as you always keep running, it's pretty much safe. Stop only to shoot the boss's heart. Now he might barf. No, that's not a barf. If he barfs, run to it. You still want to just go clockwise with the swipies, but with more stuff happening, more ads in the battlefield, spikes falling from the sky, it's a little harder to do that reliably. Now there's the barf. Just run into it. That'll make it dissipate, and it doesn't do all that much damage. You know, maybe 1/6 of a soul. You just keep running, and you're safe. Still just gonna run into the barf. We'll pop a heat to avoid the soul loss animation. Alright, next time I do the Puma against the boss will be time, so be ready. I haven't been hit by any swipies, that's pretty good. Barf, run into it. Makes it go away just that quickly. More barf. Ow. Usually doesn't barf quite this much.
Yeah. Somebody wants their screen time. GG.
I know we're behind schedule, but can we just 1 minute here?
I mean, that's not up to me. That's something you would get into it.
Yeah, at the end of the run,
Mulaka, or are you looking for something after the credits?
Meets this distant, unknown figure, and these play out the game. The narrator, Terry, in the Tarahumara language, really enjoy in your first playthrough. But anyway, this distant, unknowable figure, God, if you will, says to job. You slew the great evil, but this world is tainted. This world the evil in this world will always rise up again. Your anger, jealousy will always rise up again, no matter how many times we slay it. So, we, the distant unknowable gods, will destroy this world and create the insight shown by Mulaka in his journey. Both it's the Tarahumara are created in the new world. So the story of this game is the Tarahumara creation. I think that's so amazing that it was made. And very end here, Mulaka enters the great beyond to enter this new 10 more seconds.
Yeah, by all means.
The interactive sequence is so beautiful, where you're the ivory-billed woodpecker and you fly through the credits. And that's Mulaka. Thank you for.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing. I can see why you enjoy this game so much. It's really like fascinating for a variety of appeal. People in chat were appreciating that throughout the run. And then, the story coming together at the end of it there. And it seems like a fun run beyond that. Thank you for showing it off for us today.
My pleasure.
Get to do hosting stuff, so we will be right back with our next run. I think I might already tell me, Danny.
Sorry, yes, I cut you off, but then
no
I put you back.
Okay. So right on. I did just want to remind people we do have a variety of